In today's video, we're going to take a look at Lixar's brand new lineup for the S24 Ultra. We've got a range of different cases here. We've got some MagSafe ones, clear cases, and also a strap case. So the first case we're going to take a look at is called the MagSafe ExoShield case. Now, I've taken a look at a few ExoShield cases in the past from Lixar, and they're essentially a hard black plastic case that is completely clear. You've got a lovely crystal clear back, which is hard plastic. That does mean it feels a little bit more premium than your standard thin clear cases, and also feels a lot better in the hands. Bear in mind though, it probably will scratch up over time. Now, before we get to the best part about this case, let's look at the buttons. They're nice and clicky and remain flexible thanks to this soft gel edge. Now, obviously the best part about this case is this MagSafe ring. So looking at some accessories, we've got things like a magnetic ring. This is perfect as you can easily grip a large phone like the Ultra, and it also doubles as a kickstand as well. Now, the magnets on the case are pretty strong. This is definitely not going anywhere with a good amount of force. However, when you actually come to take the accessories off the case, they slide off pretty nicely too. We've got another MagSafe accessory here from Arari. So this is a MagSafe power bank, and that perfectly attaches on the back and really stays in place. Now, this power bank also doubles as a stand, so you've got a wide array of accessories like this when you buy a case for your S24 Ultra. Thankfully, there's also minimal branding on it with only one Lixar logo present, which is on the side. Let's move on to our next case, which is also MagSafe as well. However, this is their frosted MagSafe case, and it's in a lovely purple color. However, they also come in black, blue, and green as well. Now, on the color, I really like the purple. I think it goes well with our white phone as well, as it sort of just has a nice hue through it. Another thing I noticed when putting this case on is the corners are very sort of boxy. Now, I don't hate this, but overall, I think it's a good look. Now, just like the last case, you can add MagSafe accessories to this, and thankfully the magnets are just as strong on this case as they were on the previous one. Now, looking at the rest of the case, I think it's really well designed. You can see you've got extra protection around the camera array, and on the sides, you've got nice clicky buttons that are actually a completely different color and material than the rest of the case. This makes it feel like you're actually clicking the button on the phone rather than just smushing a part of the case. Now, at $14.99, this case really surprised me. Honestly, it feels more premium than that and fits the phone very nicely. Right, let's move on to our next case, the Lixar Nova Shield. Now, just like the ExoShield that I looked at earlier, I have actually seen a few of these cases in the past. They essentially consist of a hard plastic back, then have these nice soft black TPU edges. I think this works really well as it sort of accents the color of the back of the phone, but has a different look to just a clear case. Now, popping it on our S24 Ultra, you can see it sort of makes it look like one of those old school bumper cases without a back. It also has a good lip around the camera array, so when you pop it on a table, it's not going to damage those lenses. And what I really like about these cases is that on the side for the buttons, they are just nice, big and wide. Now, the Nova Shield is tied cheapest as well at $14.99. If you're a minimalist and just want a plain, simple case to accent the color of the phone you've already bought, this is one case that you can't go wrong with. Right, let's look at our last case today, and one that I suspect will be the most popular for the S24 Ultra. This is Lixar's strap case. As you can see, we've got this case in forest green. However, it's also available in red and black as well. Now, if you remember, the S22 Ultra actually was one of the first phones to come with strap cases. These actually got discontinued for the S23 Ultra, which I was really sad about. Thankfully, third parties like Lixar are now able to create these cases, and I must say this one looks really nice. For a start, the actual case is just nice soft touch plastic. You've got individual cutouts for all of the camera lenses, meaning there's not just one large cutout like we saw on the other cases. Then, rather than putting some sort of second grade buttons in there, they've actually just left a nice big gap so you can press the buttons on the actual device. This is a big tick for me. This is the same when we look at the charging port. They've left a nice big open space so you can use any USB-C cable. Obviously, the main part of this case is the strap on the back. Now, the strap itself does feel a little bit plasticky. I would have preferred something like the material they used on the official cases. However, it definitely doesn't feel cheap. Sliding your fingers through, even some as large as mine, you'll easily be able to fit a few in. Now, even with this strap on the case, you should still be able to wirelessly charge, no problem. However, it will probably be a little bit slower. At the end of the strap, you've got this metallic looking loop in gold, which feels quite nice. It's definitely not made of metal, however, it feels good and I don't think it's going to scratch the display, which I was always concerned about with the official one. Now, even though it's the most expensive case we've seen today, it does feel like it's worth its money. There we go. 4 cases for the S24 Ultra. Honestly, to pick a favorite is incredibly hard. I absolutely love the feel of this strap case, but I think if I was personally going to use a case, it would have to be this frosted MagSafe one. I use MagSafe accessories all the time, so I think it's definitely worth adding that functionality to your S24 Ultra. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you'd like to purchase any of these cases, check out the links in the description below.